You probably won't believe this, but while it's super rare for a warden to stumble into the end, it's not totally impossible. Just moments ago, a creeper spawned in an ancient city and quickly got cornered by a warden. Knowing it was game over, the creeper blew its top right there. But that explosion did more than just damage. It accidentally opened a portal to the end stronghold, and just like that, through a stroke of luck, the warden tumbled right into this dimension. He'd never seen anything like this scenery before. What confused him even more was that the mobs here weren't scared of him. In fact, the way they looked at him, it was like they were looking at an idiot. It almost made him doubt himself for a second, but he shook that thought off fast. He immediately tried to throw hands with one of them, but his punch hit nothing but air as the Enderman teleported right behind him. The warden literally couldn't touch him. Just then, a cracking dragon egg caught his attention. Suddenly, 2 wings popped out of the egg. The warden had never seen a creature like this, so he couldn't help but go check it out. But out of nowhere, a dragon fireball dropped, knocking the warden flat on his back. A second later, the ender dragon swooped down right in front of him. She blasted him away with another fireball. The warden scrambled up and tried to run, quickly climbing up a tower. Seeing the dragon coming back for more, the warden didn't hold back and unleashed his ultimate move. 2 sonic booms in a row, ripped right through the dragon's wings. As the strongest mob in the overworld, no matter where he goes, the warden is not to be messed with. But soon enough, the dragon circled an end crystal tower, and those shredded wings healed instantly. Then she dove at the warden, grabbed him, and carried him hundreds of feet up, before letting him free fall. But the warden is built like a tank. That little scratch didn't mean a thing to him. It just made him angry. He flipped over and rode on the dragon's neck, landing a flurry of heavy punches. But the dragon was just way bigger. The warden couldn't beat her with brute force alone. She snatched him up like a rag doll, in her mouth, dragged him across the obsidian, and finally served him up like a shuttlecock, tossing him into the air, and smashing him with a full-force tail whip. However, that hit accidentally knocked the warden into a gateway portal. He landed on what looked like an Enderman island, covered in chorus plants. A ripe fruit dropped onto the ground right then. That immediately grabbed the warden's attention. The fight had made him pretty hungry, so he grabbed it and gulped it down without thinking. But the sudden teleportation made something click in his brain. He rushed to a chorus plant, ripped it out by the roots, smashed it to pieces, and started gorging on the fallen fruit. After swallowing them all, his body started to mutate, glowing with a bright purple light. He had gained the Enderman's power to teleport. In a blink, he took out an Enderman that was ignoring him. Now the Endermen around him were freaking out, scattering in every direction. But it was too late to run. The warden teleported right behind one, and ended him with one slap. A swarm of Endermen tried to gang up on him, but they never expected that the warden, being a combat genius, would master teleportation instantly. He was using it even better than the Endermen themselves. Just then, a passing player spotted the chaos. Staring at a teleporting warden, he couldn't believe his eyes. This could mean the end of the end. So, he rushed back to the player-colonized End City. Inside the beacon tower, he took off his helmet, revealing a handsome face, just like yours. He flipped the switch on the beacon, changing the beam to dark red. Like lighting a signal fire, players in other towers saw it, and did the same. In seconds, a massive army of players gathered. Non-player mobs joined in too, like the Shulkers and the Mutant Enderman King. Once the 3 factions united, they held a war council to figure out